Electricity.
Electricity?
Yeah.
Do you remember how he did that? It's okay to say the words here.
With the box.
With the box?
Uh-huh.
Electrical box? Or another kind of box?
The box.
What do you do with the box? You only have to see it for a few minutes. Let yourself see the pictures.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like it. And you know what? It's not happening today. You're here with me in the office.
Hans's cries of pain only encouraged his abusers. Then John would switch to an emotionless personality named Eugene, who did not feel the pain.
How was the electricity applied?
To the body.
How and where?
It was applied by a hand-cranked type generator with wires attached to various locations depending upon what was being used at the time. In general, to the hands and feet, at times to the stomach, at times to the genital area.
John was also sexually abused by both male and female perpetrators, including a priest. He created a personality whose job it was to have sex.
What else did he have you do?
To lick it.
To lick it? Did you have any feelings when that happened?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
It smelled bad. I didn't like that.
Okay. And you don't have to do that again either.
Oh, over here. Okay.
I don't know, I got curious, so I called. I found out right behind that trash can right there, outside the door. I went to throw something in it, and I seen it. Without thinking, I picked it up, okay? And then I brought it in here later.
In addition to street patrol, John works on different assignments, like this search for a murder weapon. He also investigates many child abuse cases and has been appointed to a county task force setting standards for their investigations.
It's very obvious that my perpetrators will never be prosecuted. At this stage in my life, there is no physical evidence that would link back to anyone ever having done anything to me at any given point in time in my childhood. There'd be no way to prove it in a court of law. At least I'm making a difference, even as small as it is, in the area that I'm in. But there is a difference made. And maybe there's one perpetrator out there that will go to prison and he'll be known, or she'll be known. And maybe that makes a difference in some child or some woman's life. So that's real important to us.
On a Saturday morning in a large northwestern city, Barb and her family are shopping for groceries. Barb and Pat have been married for 9 years and have 3 daughters. Today they're with Hannah, who is 9, and Lori, who is 6.
This isn't what you want, huh?
Pat is off work on weekends from his warehouse job, and Barb manages their household.
I know you like candy, but that's not what we're buying today. Okay, well, you guys get to pick 2 cereals, so you each get to pick one. Stop. Let them up.
As they come to the breakfast food section, the children's cereal there appeals not only to her daughters, but to a child within Barb, a 5-year-old personality named May.
What would you like?
I'm gonna get that one, but not if it's not the strawberry one I don't want.
You don't want a strawberry one?
No, I don't want one if it's not
Oh, it's got to be strawberry, huh? Well, let's find out. Let's see what strawberry.
When Barb switches to the personality of May, her eyesight changes. Barb's vision needs to be corrected by strong glasses, but May can barely see through them.
Oh, you don't want to wear Barb's glasses? Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, put them in the box. No, just 2 of them, girls.
Mom, for both of you, you pick 2 cereals.
No, it was just 2 cereals.
I like those ones, Hannah.
Barb's daughters are familiar with May, and Pat, who sees her often, treats her like the child she almost literally is. Her language and thoughts are those of a 5-year-old.
I was thinking if we wanted some cookies.
I think we have some cookies. I think we have lots of cookies. We have some chips and stuff, too.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're ready to go now. Do you want to go get Barb now?
Well, everyone remind me something else, like something.
I think this is good for now, okay? We'll get you something else next time. Okay. Here you go. She didn't want to wear them.
When Pat and Barb were married, Barb had been in therapy for severe depression, but no one suspected that she had other personalities.
Well, we were in bed one night, and she woke me up because she wasn't sleeping. She was sitting in bed, and I sat up, and she asked me who I was. I said, I'm Pat, I'm your husband. And she said, I don't have a husband, I'm only 9 years old. What are you doing in my bed?
Barb knows almost nothing about her other personalities. Her mind protects her with amnesia from knowing things that would be traumatic or upsetting. Barb is now 34 and has virtually no memories before the birth of her children. What is your first memory?
First memory. Clear memory. Something that I really know is a memory. I guess it would be when Pat and I were driving in the car. We were on our way to a Lamaze class, which he usually slept through. And we were trying to come up for a name for the baby. And all of a sudden he said something about his grandma Hannah. And I said, that's the name. That's the name I want to name the baby.
How old were you?
23.
Barb developed multiple personality disorder because she needed to cope with the tremendous disparity between the life that her family expected her to reflect to the outside world and what was actually going on in that household.
Barb's therapist is Stephen Feldman, who is an acknowledged expert in the treatment of multiple personality disorder.
Her father was a prominent, successful dentist. He was a professor at the university. He had a flourishing private practice. Her mother was a professional, and for all intents and purposes, they were the model family.
But Barb's family was profoundly troubled. Notes from a psychiatrist who counseled Barb as a child suggest that her home life was chaotic, and that Barb's mother dealt with the family's problems mainly by denying they existed. Barb developed an ulcer, and when she was 13, had the first of several abortions performed during her teenage years.
I think that she was tortured for years and years and years. I think that she was physically abused, sexually abused, psychologically abused. Her father was a very sadistic and horrible person.
I've got something in my pocket that belongs across my face. I keep it very...
Barb's amnesia for her childhood enables her to live free from the burden of her past. But her abuse is not really forgotten. Those memories exist in the minds of her other personalities. Personalities who lead different lives. When an alter personality takes control, Barb may disappear for days at a time. She finds herself far from home, occasionally in other states, and once in Canada. When this happens, Barb experiences a total loss of time.
You want some people on it? I'm gonna do something. funny. No, I can do it. Wait, I'm not done.
Barb's personalities are different ages. Her daughter's games cause Barb to switch to a child personality, who emerges because she is most suited for play.
What's on there? Oh.
Switching often happens in response to changes in Barb's environment.
What's that?
Laurie's used to her mother's other personalities, but the switches are not so easy for her husband, Pat.
Make it have a foot shape on it.
Don't do that, May. It's not good to have that in your mouth.
Go away.
I'm going to go away.
Okay. Purple toe.
It's hard because here I am still wanting to act toward her like her husband, you know, and I get pushed away, and, you know, that gets real confusing and real hard to do sometimes. You know, I gotta sit back and realize, well, this isn't my life. I can't do this. I can't just come up behind her and hug her, because there are some alters that don't want to be hugged, you know, don't want to be touched.
Oh my gosh, never mind. ANKH.
Often, Pat must care for their 3 daughters and manage the house alone. The children have learned to accept their mother's absences, the times when Barb has switched to another personality.
You haven't touched your burger yet, Lori.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Lori,
what'd you do?
Some of Barb's personalities don't relate to the family. One of them is a teenage girl named DJ. DJ is different than Barb in her posture, voice, and language, and also smokes,